today's cup of coffee.
It's gonna be one of those days.
I've still got. I thought it was over the sinus thing, but apparently not.
Yeah.
And I'm grumpy.
Don't touch me. Don't touch me.
How many people?
Objects, candies touching
How
me.
many people?
Don't touch me.
How many people, when you all feel not good, how many of you are like, just leave me alone? I'll get over this. I can be sociable, sort of, again. And then you've got some kid poking you.
Or relative.
Poking you. And you're like, don't touch me. And so what does he do? He gets an object and starts poking me. And I'm like, you're still touching me. Stop touching me.
It's the cable to the mic. It's the cable to the mic.
It's because he has an Aries rising.
And it was your wrist.
God. Is that included in the me thing? It is.
Are our hands considered part of us? Or
yes.
are they
yes, they are.
Just tools attached to us.
Oh my God. And this does not help when I am not feeling like dealing with that or the world or anything. The eclipse on the 25th really just did something not good to me. It started that day. It really did. Yeah.
I don't know what it did to me, but
So, anyhow.
It fucked some shit up.
Oh, yeah. It just, I was feeling better yesterday, and then today it's just, I'm like, snowball headed for hell again. But I didn't do the golden seal. I didn't follow through with the elderberry, and I think it was just one of those I should have kept doing that yesterday, even though I was feeling a little bit better.
Yes.
So, and the vitamin C.
Vitamin. It has nothing to do with our video today.
Huh?
Does this have anything to do with our videos today?
Yes, this is a precursor. Because today we have What the Fuck Files. And these are shorts. Because the stories,
I like the What the Fuck Files.
The stories were not long enough. Even if we had tried to flesh them out, they would not have been long enough to do a full cup. So it's a matter of combining them. Because I do search, and a lot of times daily.
Even when you got the suds,
even when I have the suds, because I can sit and research. I really can't.
She got the suds. What are you doing?
Here.
You're supposed to be resting. I'm doing research. You're supposed to be resting. I'm doing research. Sit the fuck down. Watch a cat video. I'm sending her TikToks.
Hell no, I don't want a cat video.
I'm sending her fucking TikToks.
Oh, God. He sent me one with this woman that had this filter on, and I'm like, damn, she needed to wear that thing all the time.
Oh, damn.
It had helped her tremendously. It really did. But it's like, I will be in here.
Sent you that one.
Yes, it's like, I thought that there was a cat fight on the porch because he's been working on the basement.
Yes.
And I'm hearing these cat noises, and so I'm yelling down there. It's like, what is going on? Is there a cat down there or what? And it was a chihuahua making that noise. That is not a noise a dog should make.
That is a noise a dog should make. Always.
Anyhow, we have weirdness all the time. And then we do have Halloween coming up on Monday. And I think it's supposed to rain, and I'm like, no.
I don't got
No, I've got pumpkins to carve.
Yeah.
Lots of them because I have overstocked this year. But I wanted them all.
We're only going to carve like what, 3?
Probably. And the other ones they'll keep until Thanksgiving or whatever.
They'll keep until they rot.
I like to watch the pumpkins.
You like to watch them rot.
I do.
You like to watch produce rot.
Well, that's not intentional. The produce thing is not intentional ever. Because it's just one of those, you're like, in the store, you're like, ooh, that looks good, and we'll bring this home. And then days later, you're like, damn, I forgot that I got that because it got stuffed someplace. That or you just don't feel like fixing it. I'm not the only one that does that. It's not just me. I will tell
I never
you.
said it wasn't just. I never said it was just you. Oh no, there's a lot of people that do it.
I will tell you that these stories, some of them can be disturbing. So if you are of a weak constitution, you might want to. There's parts of them that you might want to.
Now, what level of disturbing? Like,
Oh, it's not horrible.
okay.
Except for the last one, and it's not horrible. It's just infuriating. I've been infuriated over it for about a week or two because it's just, it gets stranger all the time. From October the 25th, 2022, let me say that all these come from Daily Mail. I will include the links in the description box. And so just because I'm giving snippets, not reading full articles, you can go to the links and you can see the original writers on these things. And I'm hoping that covers our asses legally, just in case. I'd rather have that than nothing. There is a video of a 54-year-old grandmother who was eaten alive by a 22-foot python.
What?
And this was in Indonesia.
Who didn't smack it?
Oh, yeah, this is a very large snake. You can't smack that one.
You can smack its head.
And
you can smack it with a tree limb.
They have the video. This video is
You
of
sat
the
there and watched
snake.
it eat the grandma.
They didn't watch it. I mean, it's just she was missing, and then they found ginormous snake that had a lump in the middle of it.
Was she in one piece, or was it was she like in?
She was kind of. Go watch the video.
Did they get her out?
No, she was dead. She was dead.
You could cut the snake open, get the corpse out.
Well, that's what they did basically in the video. Is it shows them somebody, whoever was videoing this, was behind the crowd of people. The snake was alive at first when the video started, and then it was no longer. It was unalived by the villagers, and whoever was filming it must have been back. They didn't want to get a front row view of this.
Would if they just ate a person?
So you have lots of video of people's clothing. It was obviously not one of the taller people of the community either, but they do cut open the snake.
So they're so short that even if they lift their arm up, you can't see above the people.
So it looks like somebody,
they like a foot tall.
They should have been going, I'm making a TikTok, make a little bit of space here.
Out of the way, I'm getting clout.
But anyhow, yes, there is a human-sized lump that is, they cut it open and it's just sort of like, you can't really tell that it was a people from the angle, but you could. I mean, he didn't give details of the corpse.
How long was the corpse in
Go watch the video. Go watch the video.
The video does the video say how long she was in the snake?
No.
So
it doesn't.
No, that doesn't answer my video. That doesn't answer my video. That doesn't answer my question.
There is an article that is linked to the video. So you can go and read how long the poor little mama was in the snake. That's a horrific thing.
Eaten alive?
Yeah. My God. And
why didn't she bonk it?
I'd say she was the little bitty lady. This is a 22-foot snake.
Its mouth is open. Where's the stick?
Well, no, they don't do that. What they do is, these are constrictors, and so they coil themselves around somebody.
Oh, so it strangled her.
Basically they crush them, and they do, suffocate them basically, and then consume them.
Okay.
Which is disturbing, and that can disturb a lot of people.
That's fucked up.
So this one is not as disturbing. It's just, it truly is a what the fuck. And this is October 27th of 2022. And the headlines, I am using the headlines on these. Naked man in handcuffs drowns in Oklahoma pond after escaping police custody. Suspect had broken into Tulsa apartment complex clubhouse by throwing a brick through a window. That's their headline. Yeah.
That's their headline?
That's their headline.
How is that their headline?
It is. It says, within the article, it says that officers
That's the whole damn story in the headline.
Yes. Officers immediately placed the man under arrest without incident, according to a post from the Tulsa Police Department. While the officers searched for the man's clothing in the office of the clubhouse, police said he remained cooperative. After a short time, they found his clothing items wet, strewn about the room. As officers from the Oklahoma agency were investigating, the man made a break for it, officials said. He then kicked the back door of the clubhouse, jumped the patio's railing, and went into the pond located right behind the building. Officers began to chase him and then he began going further into the pond. They also got into the water themselves. The police department said the group of responders attempted to save him in challenging conditions. Quote, they made a valiant effort, but the suspect went under the water and did not resurface, end quote, the post said. The Tulsa police dive team was called to the scene after he went under. According to officials, the team was searching in about 10 feet of water, and the murky conditions provided little to no visibility. After several hours of searching, the man's body was recovered just after 9 a.m. the next day.
Love that.
Now, okay, he's already naked.
Mm-hmm.
He's naked and handcuffed. Wonder if he was cuffed in front or behind. And then he thinks it's smart to go into deep water.
Yes, because he thinks he's a fish.
That's a Darwin Award.
That's when you just sit back. You sit on the edge of the pond and you just watch. You're like, well, you got your sentencing now. Yeah. By nature.
He gave himself a life sentence, didn't he?
Yeah.
All right, next one, October 25th of 2022. The world's dirtiest man dies at age 94.
Oh, you told me about this.
Yeah, Iranian state TV announces death of a man who went 60 years without washing, only for fed-up locals to make him finally scrub up months before he passed away.
Literally, he died months
we're
afterwards.
getting to that. And I am not even going to try to pronounce some of these names. So we will refer to this gentleman as the man. He is the man. Mm-hmm. Didn't wash for around 67 years, and he chose to avoid showering over fears that it would bring him bad luck and make him sick. He also had an aversion to fresh food and drink. His favorite food was rotten porcupine, and he would choose to drink 5 liters of water a day from a rusty oil can.
That's you talk about some you got some issues, man.
He did. They said that
issues.
They said he had some mental health issues, obviously.
Yeah.
Said he would often collect the water from nearby puddles. Said he would eat roadkill and like to smoke animal feces out of an old pipe rather than tobacco. Earlier this year, a team of doctors reportedly ran a series of tests on the man, including testing for HIV and hepatitis. It was found that he had not suffered from any bacteria or parasites apart from trichinosis, which is a parasite that comes from eating raw meat and causes a common infection. But he did not even suffer any of the symptoms of the trichinosis. Trichinosis is one of those things, especially in undercooked pork. But because this man was Iranian, that was not the cause of his trichinosis. It says a doctor concluded that the man was able to remain healthy for so many years because he had developed a strong immune system after decades of living in extremely harsh conditions.
Yes. Maybe all people need to do that soon because we're going to be living in extremely harsh conditions.
Yeah. Well, God love him. They had found him. He was like sleeping in a ditch or something. And so the villagers had made him a little hut on the very far end of town because the man stank. And so I think it got to the point.
Stinketh, Lord.
Yeah, really. It got to the point that they just couldn't take it anymore, and also they felt sorry for him because that he did stink. When somebody stinks, most people do not want to be their friend.
Shove air fresheners up your nose.
So
have two Glade plugins shoved in each nostril.
So that was one of the reasons that they had urged him to bathe, was so that other people could have contact and stuff with him. And everybody's like, oh, he bathed and then he died. Now, he was 94 years old.
He died months later.
But God love him, at least he died cleaner.
He died because he bathed. Maybe he was on to something.
I don't think that
Maybe
was what...
Well, he bathed and then he died.
I don't think that was the actual cause. It made for a good headline, but more than likely, that was not what happened.
Man bathes and dies.
Then we have on October the 27th of 2022, the headline is, "It's like a horror movie. Elderly Colorado couple's property is overtaken by giant tumbleweeds that left them unable to open their front door or leave their driveway. County says they're on their own to clear out plant that is beyond control."
That's horrible. They're just forced to deal with the damn tumbleweeds. Imagine having to deal with a tumbleweed.
Yeah. And they do have pictures.
Do you know how heavy those are?
No, I really
They're
don't.
actually really heavy.
I've not had to. I don't know that I've ever seen an actual tumbleweed.
I haven't either, but like...
Because they're not... I'm hoping that they're not in this area.
No, they're like desert areas.
Well, that's what I thought, but now Colorado, so who knew?
Yeah, Colorado has deserts in it.
Do they?
Yeah.
I thought it was just a matter of mountains and stuff. It says that the couple who called the local police and county for help were told public officials could not be of help with the situation because it occurred on private property. Well, how the tumbleweeds didn't come from there, they rolled on to their property.
Yeah.
They said that they had like 60 mile per hour winds, which is how the things had traveled.
Yes.
It says, after obtaining estimates from a landscaper, the man was told the total cost to clear them would be $6,500. Yeah.
There's no reason it should cost that much.
I mean, I don't... How flammable are they? You could take them out in the road and just light a torch.
Twigs.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. It's like...
Just light those fuckers on fire. But the thing is, if the wind hits it, oh God, you got a flaming ball of fire.
Then you got another problem.
Yeah.
Put it in a secured location.
You're just like, oh shit, there it goes. All that to cause someone else havoc. Worse than what we had.
Roll it down there at the town hall and say it's your problem now.
Yeah.
Neighbors and volunteers spent the bulk of a Sunday mowing and clearing the weeds so that the couple and their neighbors could once again gain access to the path along their driveway. County officials say they cannot help clear away the tumbleweeds, which is also called Russian thistle, because the weeds are on private property. They are also unable to enforce control of the plant because it's not on the state's noxious weed list. That is political bullshit doublespeak.
People have been dealing with the tumbleweeds for literally years, like centuries. Everybody is annoyed by them. So why is it not on that list?
Good question, because the county doesn't want to deal with it. That's exactly why.
But every county is dealing with it down in that area that has those.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think it's just, I mean, it was, when you go and see the pictures in the article,
they're big.
They were huge.
Yeah.
And it's like they were up to these people's windows, and because they were elderly, they were concerned if one of them had a medical event that they couldn't get to the car.
Hit by one.
Well, that they couldn't get to the car.
Grandma got run over by a tumbleweed.
Oh. But anyhow, at least the neighbors did come to their assistance, and at least they could get to their car.
Yeah.
But when's the next time that high winds are supposed to come through? Yeah. Maybe they ought to consider putting up a fence.
Maybe they should consider moving. Picking up and going somewhere else that doesn't have tumbleweeds.
Yeah. We don't have tumbleweeds. We don't. We got lots of other problems, but we don't have tumbleweeds.
We got a lot of other shit. We got animals.
We got meth heads, but anyhow,
y'all want a meth head? Y'all want a crackhead?
They usually the winds. They try to stay out of those. So.
They get knocked over by
absolutely, absolutely. The wind can be our friend. Now this last one is. The one that I have been reading on this, the stories and updates, because it is sensationalistic. That's all you can say. It's horrible. It's tragic. So that's something that media loves. Mm-hmm. But now, it's this one. The reason I'm mentioning it, and I'm not putting the people's names in it. It truly is a what the fuck. It fits. And
what is it?
October 27th of 2022, and this was an exclusive with Daily Mail. Quote, going drinking was a bad decision. And that is the little boy's name. Grandmother admits that she and the missing toddler's mom should not have hit a bar while cops combed the landfill for the boy's body. As babysitter blast their weird behavior. And so the babysitter that has told what she knows on this situation, they giving her hell. Everybody giving her hell. And it says that the grandmother of a missing Georgia toddler, I think he was like 18 months old, has admitted that she and her suspect daughter made a bad decision to enjoy a night out drinking at a beach resort town as police searched for the little boy's body, but blamed it on hometown protesters who've made her feel like a prisoner. On the evening of October the 18th...
they have some sort of...
The mother and daughter sat outside with friends taking shots of tequila and trying to convince their server to drink with them. That same day, FBI agents combed through a landfill searching for the little boy's body near the family's home. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that is a true, total what the fuck file. Now, there is no way in hell that I don't care. And they had, in the article, you can see where the community and stuff like that. And this person is accused. Nobody to date has been arrested, charged, nothing like that.
How?
Because on something that is that serious, you have to have some pretty hardcore evidence. And with something like that, you have to have a body. But for somebody's child to have been missing for over a week... Yeah. And it's like the grandmommy was supposed... This is one of those situations, and there's lots of them. The mother was not supposed to have custody of the child without the mother being present. So the mother was not present. She was doing whatever that she was doing. And so the girl who is the baby mama had the baby. And this other woman that was the babysitter that has now spoken out... She's like that there was other things that was going on there. And so the community, because it must have been like a small community.
Yeah.
Where everybody knows everybody about everybody, or they think they do.
And the stories get out like...
Oh, God, yes.
They spread out within hours.
Oh, yeah. And so little guy went missing, and apparently these people were not... The immediate family was... They claimed they were upset, but not that much.
Yeah.
So you had people in the yard protesting some of this stuff. They did have signs that was saying some really not good things.
Good.
Accusatory things.
Good. Because their behavior says, you know,
So,
a lot.
So for them to go like 30 miles away or whatever, like that wasn't far enough away. People always, you
Go out of
can go
state.
100 miles away and there's going to be somebody that know, come and go, hey, how you doing? So people had seen them. They actually had to leave the bar because people are like, why are you here? They're looking for your baby. Why are you here? Yeah.
Damn.
That's going to look good in front of, a jury night.
Right.
That's going to look, real good in front of a judge, a DA, anything like that. And for her to sit there and go, maybe that wasn't a good idea. No shit, Sherlock.
Well, we'll have an update soon enough, won't we?
Well, I don't know. It depends on, God love him, poor little thing. And he was a beautiful baby. I would have taken that baby. There's thousands of people that would have taken that baby. So for somebody to do something like wood chipper, flat out, just fucking wood chipper. Those who know.
I ain't got shit to
There's
say.
a lot of people that feels the same way on that stuff, but going drinking was a bad decision. That's something to get your blood boiling early in the morning.
That's lovely.
Isn't it though?
After all,
Wake up angry.
After all the mirth, you had to end
It wasn't necessarily mirth. Well, it is a what the fuck file, and we do have stuff that is just a what the fuck. Yeah. It's all
Cut
right.
my wrists and black my eyes.
It was, like I said, it was a stupid human trick. I had to mention it. It had been weighing on me for, like I said, since it was there everywhere, every day. Yeah, it could have gone, there were some that were much worse.
How about we not?
So that was it. That was it. So go out, dig up tumbleweeds. Do not leave your tumbleweeds to roll on somebody else's lawn.
No.
Take a bath every now and then.
Yeah.
Eat a fresh apple or an orange.
Touch some fucking grass.
Yeah, really. Don't be drinking out of no rusty can. Watch out when you out and about. Watch out for the ginormous snakes. Yeah. And my God, if you're naked and handcuffed, do not head toward water.
Lord help. Help.
This is why, with this knowledge, when I comment on some people's videos and stuff, it's like, God help us all, because that's all that you can say. That's the most appropriate thing that anybody can say.
Oh!
So if you've had
Oh!
experiences with the paranormal, supernatural, encounters with UFOs, aliens, cryptids, idiots amongst us,
Yeah.
send us an email, cupofcoffeewithscream@gmail.com. The link will be for all these will be in the description box and the email address. And please, God, do not be one of these people that I'm going to eventually make a cup of coffee about.
I'll laugh at you.
Oh, know that you're loved.
Yes.
You don't have to do the stupids. We have our quota already.
If you do the stupid, that's you only got yourself to blame.
Get you some help. We have links in the description box
Get
too.
you some
We do.
therapy. There's
We do. We have links in the
BetterHelp.
description box.
Sponsored by BetterHelp. I wish BetterHelp would sponsor us. I wish someone would sponsor us.
Have you ever read our description box? It's extensive.
Yes.
Yes, but it does have national hotlines and stuff. Those in
No, I meant like a spot.
Oh, well, I mean, in different countries, I'm sure that y'all have something that is equivalent.
Yeah.
But if you need help, get you some help. Yeah.
If you like this video, don't forget to like, share, comment, and most of all, subscribe and click that notification button for daily notifications of our daily uploads. Thank you. I'll be good.
What happened that you became so subdued?
You. I blame you.
Don't blame me. Don't blame me. Like I said, know that you're loved, and we do appreciate
Yes.
anybody who takes time to listen and share coffee with us.
Mm-hmm.
Those who leave wonderful comments, thank you so much.
Yeah.
And
We appreciate that.
we do, and very much love.
Yes.
And we will see you on the next cup.
Bye.
Bye.